Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I made a few videos already on this individual, and he is like a gift that keeps on giving, and he is a very dangerous person. Personally, from his statements and I don't know, body language, and it seems like I have a little personal dislike of him, but I think I'm allowed to have that. This guy is a dangerous person. Now, I'm not sure if he's not that endowed here. Definitely he's not red. But I don't know if he's just a thug or he's a stupid thug, if you know what I mean. His name is Alexei Danilov. And he makes another statement. This Alexei Danilov, right here, maybe you saw him before. This guy seems to me that he's not thinking more than one step ahead of. Like he's not planning. He's not able to calculate the next step. He's just seeing first step in front of him and then the next step again. After he reached the first one, he sees the second one. After he reaches the second one, he sees the third one. And that's not, he's something with a chief of security, something of a big long title. I will get to it. So let's see what this guy has to say. So, world must prepare for Russia's collapse, Ukraine's top official says. So this is from the New Voice of Ukraine, February 24th, 2023. So this is him. I prefer this one though. I think I prefer this one. How about this being your boss? Well, I think if I would not be able to get him fired, I will just quit. Because I don't think that I see many traits in this guy. And believe me, I didn't just pick this one because he looks like I want him to look like. Because I'm pretty sure we can be looking like this in certain kind of situations. But because I'm trying to make it a little bit funny. All right, let's go here. I'm not succeeding, but at least I'm trying. Danilov said that it is shameful when the Russian delegation, whose members support the war against Ukraine, takes part in the meeting of the OSCE. Great Parliamentary Assembly. So you want them gone? You don't want to talk with anybody? You don't want to have contact with anybody? It's like you are in a marriage and you're upset with your wife and you don't talk about why you're upset. Or you say, well, I'm not going to talk to you because, I don't know, you had the wrong dress last night and I didn't like it. So you're a bad person. All right. Obviously, Russia and Ukraine are not married, but I'm just talking about something exaggerated so it makes sense. Otherwise, you can put it in the context of the neighborhood with your neighbor, the same thing. I'm not going to talk with the neighbor, I'm shooting at him, he's shooting at me, and I'm not going to talk to him because what? I don't like the color of his car. Therefore, he needs to sell his car first. Anyway, he said that there are Europeans who want to force Kiev to compromise. According to him, well, the Europeans also support you. Without their European, help, you would be already somewhere else, if you know what I mean. So maybe, unfortunately, when you give some of your freedom away, maybe you should compromise with European friends or however you want to call them. According to him, they should remember, and I'm quoting, they can find themselves in the situation in which Ukraine found itself on February 24th last year, any day. No, that's a scenario. This is a scenario these guys give us to scare us. That's a scenario. I can make a different scenario. The Russians, if the war would start, if the Ukrainians and Americans will say, stop it, the Ukrainians will bring all the gold and the resources and they will give it to the Europeans and to the Ukrainians for free, and to the Americans. And they will allow the Americans to come and take over their nuclear stockpile, and they will give all the grains to the Ukrainian children and to the Europeans, and they will be the bitch of Europe and the United States of America. That's a good scenario. So yes, that's where they will stop fighting. What's your name, Danilov? Because if you don't, you're going to be more destruction. But if you stop, the Russians will give you everything. Why not? Because they have a scuffle with you now? Wait, weren't you killing some people in East Ukraine after some people overthrew a legitimate government? You sent the tanks over there because those guys did not recognize the newly installed organizers of the coup? Well, anyway, so this is the guy. I don't know if he's just an idiot, or he's just a crook. I don't know, or both. Anyway, so let's go. But he's in a position of power, or at least of authority. I don't know how much power he has, but but he may say. So yes, this is what they try to sell us. If we don't give them our kids and our lives and our time and our work to him to fight those that boogeyman that invaded his country for no reason, then they will get you. So you do it now so we can fight for you. That's how the story, the scenario goes. It's not based on facts, on scenario. And if you give me as evidence past, well, I can give United States invading countries. So that means they will invade everybody else? Oh, United States dropped 2 atomic bombs. That means they will do it again? The only country, mind you. So wait a second. Why does this little thing works only for the Russians but not for anybody else? That tells me the values that you're trying to put forward. Hey, we're going to fight for the truth and they will do this because they did it to us. We conflate it into they will do it to you. So how about the rest of the world should be scared? Hey, the United States will drop the atomic bomb on you. Or they would just invade your country for the same reasons they invaded Iraq. How about that? Would you like that? Or they would bomb your country as they bombed Yugoslavia. Illegal bombing, mind you. With NATO. So NATO, the good guys. So what would prevent NATO to do that? They did that in Libya, Iraq. They want to do it in Iran. They're still in Syria. They bombarded Yugoslavia, right? Serbia and Montenegro, 1999. So if you go by that, Danilov, I think there's more evidence to support another scenario of your good masters doing bad things with the bad people. Okay, so shut the up. I'm just getting irritated with this guy, man. But anyway. And now, and I'm quoting again this guy. The world needs to prepare for the collapse of Russia, which will occur regardless of whether they want it or not, the official added. And this is the issue they would worry about today. The Russian Federation will cease to exist within the current limits. Okay, well, because you know, can you tell me the winning numbers for the lottery? I would like to know them, since you know the future so well. Will I be a millionaire in the next year or not? I want to know that, since you know everything here. Now, he says the world needs to prepare for the collapse, okay, which will, that's something that will occur in not would or should, it's will occur regardless. So it's not up to them of whether they want it or not. I don't know exactly who's they. Is it Russia or the world? Obviously, Russia doesn't want it, but... and this is the issue they should worry about today, probably the world. Yeah, because if Russia will, whatever, the Russian Federation will, that's a certainty over there, cease to exist within the current limits. Well, I don't know, current limits, you mean just Donbass and Crimea, or you mean other areas too? But hey, what do you expect? So anyway, we have here, this is what Zaluzny said. Valery Zaluzny, he is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Ukraine. Ukraine's victory means creating conditions when Russia will never be able to attack again in the future. Like Germany, you mean? Look what happened to Germany. All right, let's discuss that a little bit. So these guys are just immature. These guys are just infantile. So they say they will create something so the Russia will never be able to attack again in the future. Wasn't that at Versailles in 1918 with Germany? And what happened next? They attacked. Wasn't that the case with Germany in 1945 after they were snipped their balls and they're now like this down there? And where is Germany right now? Builds tanks and supports all kind of things. And it's growing. And besides, where is this the way you want Russia? Like you have Germany? Under occupation? With American troops? Is that what you want? How would you create that little thing? Remember, you tried with other countries. So how much you have to control, be able to control Russia? If Germany, from the First World War, jumped to the Second World War, and now is on the way up, including Japan. And then who are you to determine that? If that would be the case, how come you're still allied with Germany after the? I'm not going to put the how atrocious the war is right now in Ukraine. I don't think anybody can put that next to the Second World War. Can you? So okay, so if that's the case, then what's going on? Germany is our allies now, and they've been for some time. Well, is there a possibility that maybe Russia would be our allies? Under one condition: if we control everything, like, well, Germany. Look how what strong Germany is. Look how independent foreign policy they have. The military. Anyway, you know exactly what I mean. The Europe is just conquered by the United States. This was the final drop on that one. So Danilov did not think. Okay, let's say did not think about what's after Russia collapses. Okay, when Russia collapses, then what, Danilov? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Now it's probably a good thing for you who thinks in increments of one step at a time, like a toddler. Okay, I want candy. Woo, woo, woo. I want to poop now. That's all you think. Now that's how this guy thinks. Can you think about? I want the candy. Is that candy good? If I poop right now, is the right time? And you think a little bit further. You know, at least 2 steps. If I poop, what's gonna be next? So you already got the first and the second. This guy doesn't. Well, we gotta get. You like it or not? They're gonna cease to exist. So what would that be? Would it be better? You want scenarios? How do you foresee that collapsing? Someone, your boss that controls you, control Russia totally? Is that the scenario? That would be the perfect scenario. That would be like almost impossible scenario that you probably will feed us. Yeah, we will control them, like Zaluzny, that Russia could not ever do it again. That means total control. Total control. Otherwise, how can you make sure that Russia will cease to exist as it is right now and will never be able to attack again? That means Germany is nothing compared with what these guys plan for this guy. Not him. He's just, as I said, other people back there. And okay, that's the scenario they want, which I think is very, very, very unlikely to occur. Let's get another scenario. Let's say it collapses. What would be the most likely scenario? Some thugs, more thugs than Putin, now I'm just scoring brownie points here, there are more thugs than Putin might take over. That's a real possibility. That's one. Is it better? No, I think that's worse. What other scenario? Possible, probable scenario. Russia disintegrates in, let's say, 5 pieces with nuclear weapons, with 5 Kadyrovs. How about that? Would this better? No. So, your scenario has, I would say, a probability of 0.0%. The first one with another thug taking over, I give it about, probability, no possibility, probability, about 60%, 50-60%. The other one with breaking, if these guys are done, the Russians, I give it 95%. So these probabilities are way more, serious than your little perfect world this guy tries to portray. But he's like a kid. Candy, poop, that's all. That's all. This is the guy. And this is a guy, I can't remember his title. He's like security, national security, fantastic spy guy, and he doesn't know how to wipe his ass. This guy. Anyway, sorry, man. I'm just very irritated with thugs lecturing everybody about values, and they don't even know how to fucking take a shit. Let's put it this way. It's just irritating as hell. And these are the guys that we are supposed to help with our lives and our children's lives, with work for them, give them everything, and then pay taxes. Then you have dumbasses that don't know, let's do this. Yeah, let me put the flag over there. A year and a half ago, this guy did not even know what Ukraine is, what kind of burger that was. And I mean it. And now, yes, Slava Ukraina, yeah, da. Okay, man, okay. And they vote. These guys vote. Mass democracy for you. Jesus Christ. These guys are going to arrest me soon. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I'm not that important, so take it easy. Or you never know. Never know. I remember when after the September 11 events, it was that guy. It was on the TV. I don't know if you can still find it on YouTube. It was that guy who was working out at the gym after September 11, the terrorist attacks, whatever you want to call them, attacks. And then he said something to some guys over there that, hey, I got questions about those things. And then 3 or 4 days, FBI came and interrogated him in America. Because he had some questions, he had some doubts that those things occurred the way they want you to think. So I would not be surprised the mild things that I say right now are just not going to perceive that, oh, there is one extremist right here, we gotta rough him up. I've been through this in Romania, so it doesn't scare me. What can they do? Kill me? Okay. They're gonna hurt me? Okay. What else? Hurt my family? Okay. I mean, after all, what the hell? We're gonna meet Jesus one day. Praise Jesus. If Jesus would be there, he would come and would not allow us to do what we do and not allow bullshit to be around, and the pain that children with no fault of their own are hurt and dying. But hey, he's got a plan. He's waiting. In the meantime, all this occur, and he's just waiting. Has a plan. I love that. Has a plan. It's like you have over there, a rape occurs, and you don't intervene. You just look and say, well, I got a plan. Let me think. Let it happen a few more times. Yeah, let me look. I have a plan. In the meantime, she gets, but I'm not intervening. I mean, put it in the context of real life, and you see this. Wouldn't you intervene immediately? You don't want to say, well, I have a plan. I think I let him go, and after he finishes, if maybe he's going to do this to her, maybe not. If after he leaves her over there, he's going to go, and I'm going to follow. Is that a plan? And he's going to rape another one. After he rapes like 50, then I intervene and say, now I gotcha. Because I had a plan. That we don't know the plan. Oh, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.